Okay, let's before I fucking fall asleep, let's tell some stories about Japan. The best and worst things about Japan, or really just me telling stories about Japan while I can still fucking remember it. My brain still slightly works. So let's talk about some things that I was surprised about Japan, best things about Japan, whatever, blah 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 blah. Well, I mean, I was obviously very surprised by how good the fucking convenience store food was, and I'll just make about how all good the food was in general. The convenience store stuff is just amazing. 7-Elevens, Lawson's, amazing. Unbelievable to me how good the food was there and just how cool it was. I'll talk about the food later, but yeah, all the food, almost all the food besides melon pound, basically, I thought was pretty awesome. Other things about Japan, what I realized, there's this idea that some people say when you go to Japan, don't worry that everyone could speak English. That was not the case when I went there, dude. Um, Let me tell you this: when I got to the airport, this is a good story just to tell you how bad it was, at least for me. Maybe I just didn't meet the right people, but when I got to the airport and you're going through everything, this like Japanese lady, when they're like looking at your stuff to get you through, she's just like enter, and I was like, what? And she's like enter, and I was like, what? And she's like enter, and I was like, oh, okay. She's like, tell me I can come through. That should tell you how good everyone's English was that I talked to. I was like, dude, this is not a good sign, dude. This is not a good sign, dude. So, almost everyone I spoke to did not speak very good English, dude. And anytime I started to speak Japanese, they thought I could actually speak Japanese and they started speaking way too fast. And I was like, not good. It made me it was disappointing because actually I should say this before I get into this. Let me just say that I was actually happy that I was able to enjoy Japan probably more than I thought I was going to, because one of the reasons that I was putting it off is because my Japanese is not as good as it used to be, because remember I was going to school for Japanese for so long, but then my health got really bad and I was never able to finish. And especially after I had that bad collapse, I'm just kind of an idiot. So, I just am stupid to write. So my Japanese isn't as good as it used to be, so I do regret not being able to speak more Japanese while I was there, but it is what it is. I don't play a lot of video games. I like video games, but it's just not a big part of my life. I've said this before, and I can even tell you when I went to Japan, we visited a couple of arcades, didn't play any video games whatsoever. Um, Also, there's this idea that a lot of nerds, when they go to Japan, a lot of nerds just want to bang a lot of Asian chicks, you know what I mean? I've never been super into Asian girls either, so it's like, what am I really going to Japan for, right? But even saying all that, I still enjoyed Japan probably more than I thought I was going to. So whatever the case, I forgot how we got there. I said the enter story. The Japanese, yeah, I wish I could have been able to speak more Japanese while I was there. Fuck, I shouldn't have went off on that tangent because I forgot what I was saying. Okay, what are some other funny stories? Oh, so the architecture was super interesting to me. Um, all the you know the person I was staying with lives on a really top of the hill, right? And so like you're overlooking the whole like city we were at, and it's just an amazing view. It was awesome. Um, the city we were at was really nice. It's quaint. It was nice. Also, because everything was so hilly, a lot of the places, it was kind of crazy that a lot of places were not even. Like you're walking on stuff that was like not even, like even the house we were staying at. I don't know if it's because of like foundation issues or many earthquakes or something, but even like the bathroom, you can tell you are not straight, dude. Like this is not straight. And even one of the train stations is at an angle when you're standing, and you could fucking feel it, or at least I could feel it. Like I was thinking, man, if I would not have been able to do this trip a few years ago, if people remember when my health was getting really bad again, and I was having a lot of trouble standing and walking on and off, and people were helping me, like wow, dude, like Japan would have fucking killed me, dude, because there's a lot of areas that even in houses that you can tell, like, dude, this house is not fucking straight right here, dude. Like, that's pretty crazy. And even one of the train stations, dude, was at an angle while you're fucking walking. You could feel it. That was crazy to me, dude. But yeah, the architecture is really cool. It was nice. I think I was talking about people who speak Japanese and English. I can't say there. I did meet one dude that spoke English because when I was walking by people, I was like, saying Ohio, konnichiwa, whatever time of day it was. And finally, one guy actually, started talking to me. He's like, "Oh, you American? Where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh shit, you can speak English, dude?" And he's like, "Yeah." And so I started talking to this old dude, and I guess he used to be in New York for a while or something. So that was kind of cool. But um, what other things? Cliche things. I couldn't find many stray cats. I only found a few stray cats the whole time I was in Japan. That was kind of disappointing. The bidet. It took a little bit of use to get to the bidet, but it was okay after using it a little bit. I accidentally was using the vagina bidet for a little bit. Because a lot of it just says, it says like butt and bidet. And I'm like, well, it's a bidet, right? So why don't I just use the bidet one, right? But I guess the bidet is actually the vagina bidet. So I was kind of just washing my ball sack really for a while. I'm like, I don't think this is working. Like, I don't know if I have the aesthetics for this, dude, right? Um, yes, everything is like pretty small. I'm not that super tall of a dude. I'm like 5'11" out of bed. I do wear boots, so I guess I'm like 6'1" maybe with boots, if I get a good stretch. But yes, I hit my head on many things. The chairs and seats are very small. I was fucking crammed as fuck. Just sitting down, I felt like I was like crunching my nutsack. I bumped my head on things. Even like, and again, I'm not super tall, like 5'11" out of bed, so whatever. The bathrooms I did get, or besides the showers and everything, I can dig the showers. The showers, I could dig that. I didn't have a problem with them. The tatami mat, I think my friend gave me a shitty futon, dude. He literally gave me the futon, the sex smash futon, because this thing was smashed to smithereens, dude. Like I was like, dude, this thing was fucking killing me, dude. Like the futon. I think I'm gonna hope that I had a bad futon because that futon was bunk, dude. Like futon was really fucking hard to get used to. I'm guessing well, I already know he did. He gave me the smash futon. So a lot of chicks have been smashed on that futon to the point that the futon needs to be retired. Let's say that. I was surprised that I don't think I ever saw any convenience or clerk anywhere that was like not smiling. Everyone was super friendly and smiley. Always had a smile on their face, which was, kind of or surprising when you come from like America. Like not everyone looks like they're happy. Geez, lots of people look like they're pretty angry. Like I never saw a single person that was not bubbly almost, right? Could maybe it was fake, right? But it's still worth noting, I guess. Yes, the trains are very packed. I did go on some jam-packed trains. You were fucking jam-packed in there, dude, like sardines. And the trains are generally very well on time, which is funny because things were generally well on time, but it just so happens for most of the about 2 weeks I was there, everything was on time. But I did have two things that were very fucking late. One of the buses was like an hour and a half delay because of the traffic, which I guess is not normal at all in Japan. Thank God. And I don't know if this one counts, but our flight back was delayed an hour. So I don't know if that exactly counts, but generally things are very well on time. So that's true. Interestingly enough, there's almost no garbage anywhere, which is interesting because there's not a lot of garbage bags, right? Garbage cans. There's not a lot of shit to throw your stuff away. You got to just kind of keep it with you. So that's interesting to say that, and there still wasn't a lot of garbage anywhere. I know some people are saying like, "Oh, how much attention did you get?" Blah 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 blah. To be honest, I don't think I got. I mean, I should say I was sick a few of the days, just because. What are you gonna do? How if I expect to get sick, unfortunately, but so I didn't get to go out as much as I would have liked, and I wasn't there for that long. But excuse me. I don't think I got any super crazy attention. I mean, I have a lot of fucking weird stories in America, dude. I mean, come on. I mean, so I didn't experience anything too crazy considering the crazy stories I have in America. You know, um, some girls were like, "Oh yeah, bye," blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like yeah, bye kind of means, that's like a slang way of saying, you look cool or whatever. Um, in Japan. So yeah, no, I remember at one point a group of schoolgirls, they were saying yeah, bye, yeah, bye. And then I looked over and like, ah, yeah, bye, yeah, bye. And they like ran away, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So, I guess I will say kids though. Kids, yeah, kids did kind of start more so than America. Like there was this one kid, dude, like well, more than one kid. A lot of kids just like store. That's not a word. Stared very hard. Like one kid, we were like just sitting down on a bench, and this kid was just like, just like walking by, and then like another person was just on their bike, like looking the whole fucking time. So I mean, they're like, what? So I guess kids were kids, but in general, no, I'm not. I don't think nothing too crazy. Um, Probably should have wrote down stuff to think to talk about. Oh, other slang. I didn't realize, but oyakudon means like banging a mom and her daughter. That's kind of funny to me. Oyakudon. Hmm. What are some other things that I could say about Japan? Um, oh yeah, the arcades. You know one thing? I don't even feel that bad that I get to play video games in Japan because the arcades are just so fucking smoky. Like I went in there, dude, and people are just blowing smoke in your face. Basically, it's thick, dude. There's some very fucking thick cigarette smell, and dude, not something I want to be around. My health is already not that good, so yeah, I did get so yeah, like I said, I did get sick a few days, unfortunately, but that's life, I guess. I was pretty disappointed by that, but yeah. Um, I was, I know there's an idea when you watch anime that lots of people ride their bikes everywhere, and that definitely was the case. It was people look pretty peaceful and friendly, riding their bikes. I guess so. That's true. Like when you watch animes, I saw a lot of that. Um, hmm, um, I'm not sure. I guess people would have to ask if they have like questions about things. Like I said, I think I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. I was nervous that I wouldn't enjoy it because of the circumstances, but I still enjoyed it. Um, I wish I could have spoke more Japanese. I wish I could practice more again, but it's like even one of those things. Like sometimes I feel like when I was there, it's like, man, maybe I should try to do the modeling seriously again. But then it's like, even if I got out there, what do I do about health? And then how do I practice Japanese again when I can't read very well anymore since I had that collapse? You know what I mean? So how would I even go back to school to practice? So God, I don't know. I'm not sure if people have stuff they want to ask. Definitely, I thought it was very interesting that when you go into like the big cities, just how jam-packed and crazy it is. And then when you go back to like Inagi, where we were staying, just such like a peaceful, quaint sort of town. And like just like it was just very, very nice, right? And it's very interesting too that like lots of neighborhoods have their own personal little like shrines and everything like that, little temples, which was interesting because I don't know what you would compare it to in America. Would you compare it to a church? I don't know. It's certainly more cool looking and aesthetically pleasing than a church. I'm not sure what would be the equivalent for a Japanese person coming to America, but would it be a church? Maybe, but a church certainly isn't as aesthetically interesting. A lot of times a church is just a box. Like it's very rare to see a crazy church, right? Whereas God, one of the neighborhoods I went into is just like a little rundown thing, and it had like a very interesting little shrine, right? So I thought that was pretty cool, right? Yeah, yeah, I really enjoyed the aesthetics and the architecture and everything. A lot of good food. Mm, I know. Oh yeah, I don't know if it counts. Like I'm not super into Asian girls, but I saw some cute girls. Um, So I guess there were some cute girls there. Mm, I don't know. I'm pretty fucking tired. I know jet lag. I didn't get a lot of jet lag when I first got there because jet lag wasn't too bad when I got there. Oh, the jet lag wasn't even Right now, but I'm always tired, right? But jet lag wasn't too bad even when I was coming back to America. But I swear, dude, after I got back home, I was feeling okay. I'm like, well, let me go take a bath, let me bust a nut or something like that, just relax a little bit after a long time. And I swear, after I busted that nut, dude, like I was like, whoa. My eyes started twitching, dude. Like that nut was the only thing like holding me onto this world, I guess, because I swear, a little bit after I started twitching, I was like, whoa, I can't stay awake. And my eyes started twitching. I'm like, I gotta go to bed, dude. And I basically was out for like 15 hours almost, dude. So I was out for a while, dude. I think I out for about 5 hours, got up for a few minutes, and I was out for another. God, I actually think I was out for like another 12 hours or so bullshit, dude. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I would definitely go back to Japan. So I'm not sure if anyone could think of anything in particular if they would want to know, but it was fun. Yeah.